Okay, so hopefully this will be the last part of this video because I keep getting cut off. So I'm going to just finish up the magazine that we were looking at, and I'll do some talking. So I'm going to pause this and go on to that. I'm going to also put this on because as I'm doing this and I hear them talking, maybe I can record it as they're talking so that I kind of get them on tape talking. They said they wanted to talk in the background, so hopefully I can get them on tape talking. So what I was talking about before was like, just admiring strong women and, the type of things that I used to think years ago and what I think now. So they said, well, that's so embarrassing. You mean it's embarrassing that somebody who thought something maybe 20, 30 years ago doesn't think it today? I think that's normal, beyond normal. I think it's less than, I think if somebody at a very young age has the same opinions that they had with more life experience that they as they had when they didn't have the life experience, I think that's to me odd. I would say that definitely, when I say everybody does it, I think as you age and you have more life experience, your opinions change. So I would say that's an everybody does that. I would never see myself as like a kid having the exact same opinion from childhood to a 49-year-old adult. I can't even think of something that I would feel the exact same way. Not like, oh, maybe I like something. No, but the exact same way over all those years. I mean, if we're talking about 30 years ago, do you think I can consistently have the same opinion about things for 30 years when things change over 30 years? So I would be the only idiot in the world with the same exact opinion as things change. That would be ridiculous. So I would say everyone does that. I mean, in 1997, what was popular? First of all, we didn't have the internet like we have now. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have flat screen TVs. We didn't have electric cars. I mean, do you know how much has changed since 1997? So if I'm the only person walking around with the same exact opinions and thoughts as I had in 1997 while the rest of the world changed, then I would be nuts. I really would. I would be nuts. So I think that's an everybody does that. I've been doing the everybody does that videos. I think that's an everybody does that. I think you have to change when life changes. So that's that. What else did I want to tell you folks? So the rest, I said, in the other video, I love having magazines. I hope that we go back to magazines. I mean, it's just something that I loved. So they said, didn't you believe in astrology? No, I've already said this to them a million times. I think that astrologers did case studies on certain birth signs. And like if you read it, there are certain characteristics. Is it the same for everyone? No, but I think I don't believe that this is going to happen. I don't think if it's more about this will happen to you, but it's sort of like people under this sign have similar traits. So it's not like something that I think you live by, but it's something like, boy, how many people have I met I'm a Sagittarius. How many Sagittarians have I met who have similar traits as I do? Okay, so it's something that's fun. It's like when I make when I make a comment about a New Yorker. Are all New Yorkers the same? No, but I've met a lot of New Yorkers since I'm one. And we do have certain things that we do. I mean, I can go through like a whole list of, oh my goodness, that's a New Yorker. That person is definitely a New Yorker. So like, for example, here's the birthday girl, Aquarius, how they go through certain things about an Aquarius. And like here it says, I don't have my glasses on, so I guess you guys can see better than I can. But I think this is about certain things about what Aquarians are like. And that's my point. I think what happens in life, especially when I'm dealing with these types of people, is that they don't want people to have their own opinions. So part of how this was supposed to work is to destroy my opinions. So that even if it's a legitimate opinion, I can't have it. My opinions can't be mine. And once my opinions, for example, if something about my opinion is accurate, they find a way to twist it and distort it to make it their own opinion. That's, and that's what I'm saying about the whole thing of astrology. So if we look at people who have certain thoughts about something, say we look at all people who like Cosmo. Well, everyone who likes Cosmo probably has something in common. Like maybe they like fashion, maybe they like, let's see, workout information or how to stay healthy. Maybe they like, celebrity news. Maybe they like looking at men. My voice just cracked when I said that. Men. Well, maybe they like looking at, men. Maybe they like certain articles. So it's just the same way I feel about any sort of group of people, that if you take a look to find out what's in common, what's different. So the same thing with astrology. So it's not so much like, oh, I believe in it. Believing in something like a religion. No, I don't believe in it like a religion. But I do think there are certain traits that I've observed that people of a same group have. And it doesn't mean that they'll all have it all the time, but it's just like sort of like a case study. So I'm not really interested in when they give like a daily horoscope. I'm more interested when they say, okay, Sagittarians are this way or Aquarians are that way. And, it's just something that, and I think that's why they always put it in the paper, because it's fun to look at. You laugh a little bit, you have a conversation about it. But do you say, okay, they said this, I can't do such and such because of it? No. I think that's mainly it. So I think these were always like interesting parts of papers. So let me see if I've picked up anything on this. Okay, I'm going to stop this. And now let's play. So what I was talking about before was like, just admiring strong